All right, welcome back, everybody, to another exciting game of Overwatch Red. We have two matches for you today, but we are going to be doing a little bit of a break in between them. So we will be cutting the stream after this first one, but then we will be live at 10 o'clock EST. I'm joined here today with.
I'm Adam. Uh, I think that this is going to be a really exciting game. I'm excited to see what NCSU Red can kind of bring forth in this game, and then the next one that is going to pick back up at 10. But I'm just really excited. I think it's going to be a killer game.
Yeah, absolutely. I also just realized I forgot to introduce myself. For those of you who are watching who don't know who I am Eli, Mega Ninja 44, captain of the B team at NC State, and I'm pretty close with the members of the Red team, and I'm pretty excited to see them here. Also, this is the NACE tournament that they're in. Um, However, NACE is so far they haven't been getting challenged too much in this NACE tournament. There has not really been that much competition for them. I mean, these are first to two matches, so we are going to be done relatively quickly ish. It's just going to be a total max of 3 maps, depending on how it goes. But we'll see.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be some fast-paced sets for sure. It's a lot. There's a lot of, or I guess not a lot of room for error whenever you have such a limited amount of games to kind of get this leg up on the other team. But it also makes for some really exciting gameplay. And like you said, NCSU Red hasn't really faced a whole lot of trouble so far, but either way, it's going to be a great match, and we're going to really get to see just how powerful this NCSU Red Overwatch team really is.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just getting into the lobby now. It looks like the first map is going to be Lijiang Tower, the uh, pinnacle start of all Overwatch series, I think, right now. We're looking for first ban right now. I believe since NC State is hosting, then they get first ban. So we are going to be seeing the first ban coming out from the side of NCSU Red. And, I think if you are the side of Red, I think you try to ban a tank first. I think Ball is pretty strong on Lijiang. I think you try to maybe ban the Zarya if you're not confident on your Reaper Zarya, which I don't know their experience right now. Looks like we're just setting up everything. They're setting up. They're setting up where the players are in the lobby, which is always an interesting rule for me to see because it's like they have to put the DPS on the first two slots and then the tank in the middle. But it's I don't quite understand that.
Do
I
they
don't,
have a reason for why they have to have it like that?
you know, not one that I know. It doesn't. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no positional advantage
They keep their
over it.
secrets hidden up, locked away for nobody else to see but them.
Exactly. So, we will see what's going on. We're just yeah, okay. So it looks like Splice is going to get the first ban out here, and it looks like I was right. They're going to be banning the Zarya here, so they're not confident in their Reaper Zarya, something that is currently really strong right now. So we will see what's going on,
Yeah, but
and
like you said, with the Zarya being banned instead of the ball, that ball is really just going to be able to kind of run loose on Li Jiang, especially with his like insane survivability. He can just run amok on the point and stall for much longer than any other tank really has the ability to.
okay, interesting. Out of UMass, we are getting a Tracer ban out, so we're getting rid of this Tracer ban pretty early. I believe Oblivion is known for his signature Genji, so we will be seeing his Genji probably. And then Lobby is a hit scan player, and they've banned the Tracer, so it looks like we're probably going to see him on Soj. Bunka and Nelix, I do know that Wu Ying is not banned in this tournament, unlike NECC, which actually just reverted that ban recently because of a bug going around where he could heal infinitely with range, which was, very, very, classic Blizzard.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to see maybe a Wu Yang Kiri comp coming out here. The only question I have is what Splice is going to be on. I know Splice's tanks are I know he's not confident on the Diva, and I know that he doesn't have a ball on him. So we're gonna maybe see a Junker Queen, maybe a Hazard. We're just gonna have to see when we manage to go in, which we are doing right now.
Yeah, and those two tanks were really like on the last games that Splice has played. He loved hopping around between the Hazard and the Junker Queen, kind of whenever it fit either. Junker Queen is definitely going to be a lot more fast paced to help the team get there, and really just has so much crowd control with the axe and being able to kind of stop everybody. I'm excited to see what he ends up going with.
Yeah, I know that Junker Queen is one of Mario's Splice's comfort picks. Yeah, so like I was saying, oh, interesting. Lobby is going to be on the Genji, and Oblivion is going to be on the Echo. That is quite interesting. But we are going to see Splice onto the Junker Queen, probably with the Zarya ban. You're not going to have your bleeds. Okay, you know what? I could just also be a liar, because he swaps over to Ramatra.
I feel like these were two novel characters. I don't know if we've seen Oblivion on Echo very much or Splice on Ramatra very much at all.
Yeah, a little bit of an interesting one. Nelix is going to be on that Kiriko, a signature for him. Bunka on the Wu Ying is dangerous. I remember seeing him in a ranked game get, I think, like 12k damage on Wu Ying. It was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, that is scary. He's definitely following the trend of healers that are basically just shadow DPS characters.
It looks like off rip we're going to get UMass's tank Junk Gorilla down, who was on the Hazard here. Hazard is in a pretty weak spot right now. They did nerf him a little bit, so he's not like the top pick right now. It looks like NC State is just going to win this first fight and just kind of hold up to this choke.
And that was pretty convincing. I mean, they didn't really waste any time carrying through UMass's defense there and really just taking the point and holding them back at their spawn door.
Yeah, it looks like Lobby's going to be over here on this Lucio, but he's going to get taken down. So this Hazard, they are going to be up one, the UMass, so they are going to be pushing through. And the Slash is going to come through, not going to be able to find much of a connection. Not really pressured out too much. NC State just is okay giving up the space. The touch is going to come through from the side of UMass here. Splice is going to go rotate around to test it. Going to be dueling this Hazard here, not going to be able to find that much damage. Slash comes through. Splice is going to try to get a form going here and maybe look at Lobby. Lobby is so incredibly low. Gets taken out by Junk Gorilla. Oblivion is able to get the trade onto the Sojourn, however, so it looks like NC State may... Oh, Splice goes down. That's a devastating kill, and I think that means UMass is going to be able to get the flip coming through.
Yeah, they certainly do, and they're just pushing the Oblivion's Echo back, but with the Wu getting old, giving her new life, eventually taken out, unfortunately, though.
Oh, Lobby thinks this game is still winnable. Nelix is able to get the kill onto the Fury, so now it's a 3v3. Bunka's able to get the kill onto the Genji. How did they let this happen? NC State manages to actually get the flip, because despite being down, I think it was 3 people.
Yeah, that was quite a convincing turnaround. I mean, I guess all they need is a buffed up Oblivion to scare them off the point. I mean, that would scare me off the point if I was facing up against Oblivion as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Oblivion is a scary. Deep engagement coming through from UMass and going to pop the blade. So it is going to be a deep blade engage. Not going to be able to find anything of value, however. Rush is going to come through on both sides here, and blade is going to be coming through from the side of NC. Going to be able to find the Sojourn. Going to be looking at the Lucio next. Splice be able to pop the Ram ult and also get the Kiriko. So it looks like NC State is going to win this with a nice, clean team kill.
And that was, I mean, talk about everything crashing down at once. There was so much going on the screen at any given point, and suddenly the entire other team had just deceased. They were all gone.
It was a little bit of an open-ended fight, however. Downpour is going to come through here. I don't know if it connects onto anybody. Splice is going to be holding this angle. The Genji diff is going to come through to the side of NC State. Overclock is going to happen. I don't think they even have a touch, however, so it looks like NC State is going to take this first round pretty convincingly.
Yeah, that was certainly, I mean, a bloodbath from start to finish. There was a slight turn where NC State sacrificed the point and UMass was able to get a little bit of percentage, but they didn't even get above 20% and before they were quickly stomped out by NC State again.
Yeah, it was a really nice kite to see from NC State. They were down one. They decided to kite, give them some space. Then they got down another, and then they decided, all right, we're going to keep backing up. But then they used the Wu Ying bubble, which allowed them to get an opening pick. And then UMass, kind of fell apart from there. They lacked the coordination to kind of stay alive, even considering they had the man advantage.
Yeah, no, we'll see if UMass is able to survive a little bit longer, get a little bit more percent on this point instead. This one is. I honestly love this map. I love the bridges. I feel like it gives way for such unique interactions. And I feel like every time I see this map played, I figure out a new way a character can boot somebody off the map.
Very true. It looks like Splice is going to be moving over to the hazard here. Not one of his signatures, but I mean, neither is Sumatra, so it looks like he's going to be doing a little bit of this tank rolling. Oh, this Genji is so low. No deep, like no shoes from the side of UMass. The hazard is so low from the side of UMass, but Echo is going to be traded out. NC State does get the first cap here, and it looks like NC State is going to be able to get the first cap and the first fight win.
And I think it's just because I feel like everybody on NC State is so aggressive. I've never seen a tank chase down one like Genji as much as I've seen Splice's Hazard chase down in this game. It's insane. There's so much pressure being put on this enemy team at every single point of the match. It's hard for them to catch their breath and be able to find an opening.
Yeah, absolutely. And NC State is going to be playing so incredibly close here. And it looks like NC State is just going to be holding all of this space, not letting UMass get any kind of, you know, coordination together and try to grouping up at all. Junk Gorilla can be left alone, but they're going to be able to rotate down White. NC State might just be on this flank angle. Looking at the Lucio. The Lucio is so low, goes down. The Suzu comes out too, and it looks like the Kiri's going to go down. And it looks like UMass is going to have to reset here. Probably just has to die as fast as possible. I don't even know if your your Soj is just staggering for the love of the game.
That was certainly another convincing showing, especially with the Wu Yang ult and the Kiri ult now being online, with the Genji and Tank ult also online. I mean, this is really looking like a convincing position for NC State. They have the ult advantage for everybody. We have the lobby just emoting behind the pillar outside of the enemy spawn right now.
I don't even know if they know he's there right now. Alright, yeah, looks like they are going to know. Bubble just put it onto the blade. So it looks like he might be able to get this going. So Lucio does able to get it. Rush is going to be out of the spawn. However, UMass is playing so close to their own spawn. It's kind of ridiculous. And the hazard goes down. Rush is going to come through. This is just a spawn. This is, can we show this?
This is brutal. I feel this has to be against some kind of TOS
like
going on.
TOS,
right
oh my gosh. And that's just going to be it was 219% for the side of NC State.
Yeah, I mean that was truly a brutal showing. They did not hold back at all against this enemy team here.
I mean, yeah, it was kind of interesting to see Lobby on the Genji and Oblivion not. But, I mean, you know, maybe they're trying out some things, testing some flexibility, or they could just be having a little bit of fun in this. You know, I know they've been talking about how NACE has not been the hardest for them so far, so I guess they might have just been pushing the limits a little bit. So, you know, now it is going to be UMass's pick and for map and also get first ban. So we'll have to see what they decide to go with. I think we'll head to a quick break while we figure that out. So don't go anywhere, folks. We are going to be back with the second map in this series, maybe the last map, because this is going to be match point for NC State.
Yeah.
back, everybody. We have gotten bans through and we have map selected. We are going to be going to Cervasa. UMass is going to be banning the ball, and NC State is going to be banning the Lucio. So, I don't think it's that critical to the comps that NC State was running these bans. They weren't running the Lucio, they weren't running the ball. I know Cervasa is a pretty heavy ball map, though, so we'll have to see what NC State wants to play here.
Yeah, I certainly think that those bans were more of a predictive thing instead of a reactionary thing. They both can definitely use their speed to get to points faster than anybody else and really disrupt the flow of things. So I think banning those outright is going to set the tone for this match in a big way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm hoping we're not running out on this comp. That would be quite I mean, listen. Wow. Okay, we
The
could.
Splice Ryan.
I mean, I don't talk to me until I've had my fat shatter, is what I like to say. Looks like the backline is still gonna be relatively normal from both teams. I don't know if I love the Ashe from the side of UMass. I think Ashe is a pretty vulnerable character, especially on this map. Wow, they are gonna be running the Reinhardt. Okay, interesting. I don't know if I love the Reinhardt. I don't know if I love the Ashe. We'll have to see what happens here. I know Splice. I don't think I've ever seen Splice on Reinhardt. Actually, no, that's a lie. I have seen Splice on Reinhardt, and I diffed him, but he won't ever admit to that.
Oh, yeah? Well, they should have you on the team then.
Oh my god! the pin comes through, and NC State gets the first pick onto the Genji. Oh, goes in for another pin. You're going to be pinning the D.Va. So much damage. Going to be able to get out, though. NC State is just pushing with so much advantage. They're not even capping the point here. Oh, okay, finally the cap. Wow.
Splice is really a force to be reckoned with. I believe he has the All Might skin on as well, which I think really just adds to this performance that we're seeing.
I mean, this is disgusting. They get the D-Mech onto the D.Va here. Both fire strikes are going to be here. And it looks like NC State is just going to push them back to their spawn. It looks like NC State here is going to be going to play super aggressive. Nelix is going to go down, however. Oh, the Shatter is not going to connect onto anybody, and he's going to be a little upset about that. Looks like the Ashe is going to be taken down. Lobby is going rampant on this Genji. Not going to be able to find much, however. I don't know if NC State is going to win this. Splice does go down. Bunka is going to be riding his skateboard around outside of point. So
yeah, it really seems like NC State's just kind of having a fun time here. They aren't taking this match terribly seriously at the moment. They're enjoying themselves. They're feeling good.
They're gonna,
and it's kind of.
I was worried UMass was going to touch there because they had the advantage. Not super strong the Ashe, however. The Suzu's going to come through a little bit early, so they're not going to be able to find anything of value here. The Genji is going to be dealing with this Kiriko, and I think that's going to be everything. These left clicks that are coming through from the lobby are doing incredible. Oh,
that's tough.
All right, left click, I think. That is not a good sign for UMass, considering they just got 100 O'd with Splice on this Reinhardt. Looks like he's going to be on this aggressive angle already to the next point. Okay, the cast off is going to come through here from the side of UMass off of the Ashe. I like to see that. I don't know how you're going to run this D.Va into this Reinhardt. Blaze is going to come through here from lobby here. The bubble's going to come through, and lobby's going to go down. Both supports are still going to be taken out here. The rush is going to come through from Nellis. Splice is so incredibly low here. The Oblivion copied over to the Genji. He really wants to play his own Genji. Gets a deflect kill. Looks at this cast. Going to get out of the copy, but going to be able to get the kill. And that's just NC State getting first cap yet again.
Yeah, it really seemed like Oblivion was missing the Genji play, decided to. And we have Nelix on the skateboard still. But Oblivion was really missing that Genji, decided to run dual Genji for a brief moment. He got a blade off and was able to get a kill even though he was at 50, which was really a beautiful thing to see. Splice saying got mine in the chat after being taken out. This is truly a marvel that we're watching take place at the moment.
This is quite interesting to watch. I mean, you know, NC State goes over to the spawn, and somehow the Reinhardt gets a double fire strike kill onto a Kiriko of all people. So I don't really know how they allowed that to happen. Looks like Spice is going to have this. They're going to be putting the Wu Yang bubble onto the skateboarding Kiriko. The pin is going to come through onto the Wu Yang here. Shatter is going to be available here. Let's see my big Shatter.
That's a big whiff.
Oh my god.
That is like it's actually astronomical because the Cassidy was in such a narrow alleyway, but Splice managed to hit the Earth Shatter against a rock right next to him, which is truly,
you know, he really showed the environment who was boss, and it was him. However, he does go down because of that.
They do call it Earth Shatter for a reason.
The Earth did get shattered there. No ults from either side besides the rush here from Cheesy. Let's pray he doesn't get hit first pick. However, how do you say Dr. Calderon?
Yeah, I think yeah.
He's going to be on this off angle here, kind of pressuring out the Reinhardt. The Reinhardt's going to just pin in yet again. He kills the Kiri who has the rush. You had one ultimate ability and you decided to get pinned. You are
This is crazy. I don't think I've seen. I thought Lobby was about to fall off the map there.
You know, honestly, it wouldn't have mattered. I cannot believe that Kiriko, the invincible character with a teleporting move, decided to get pinned there. You know, it's quite interesting. I think maybe Mario recognized that that was the only ult they might have had and decided to go for the pin, and it worked.
I can understand that. Honestly, I can also understand if Splice just wanted to shatter the Kiriko for the love of the game. I could also see that being a big possibility.
Splice is going to go ahead and go down because not even Splice on Reinhardt can live a 1v5. Lobby's going to be you're sneaking around looking for this goal. Did they know? Okay, they know now.
I thought he had an assassination play there.
I thought he was about to just rip apart that cast, but not going to happen. The Genji's going to try to be looking for him here. Matabatas are going to be exchanged. NC State gets first cap while this happens. Blade comes through, and it looks like it's going to be able to get the kill. Oh, they're all in this really tiny room! But he's going to be taken down so low in the course of UMass.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Copy's going to come through onto the Oblivion here. Oh, man, so much damage from Oblivion here onto this Wu Yang Copy. Gonna be able to get this level, maybe 95%. Have 5 seconds to be able to help pop it. Ryan, he wants the Wu Yang to stump off. He wants the Wu Yang to jump off of the area. So, you know, that happened. Nelix kills himself, so does Splice. So, you know, a little bit less serious than we thought. Lobby goes down, so it looks like UMass is going to be able to get this first cap. Or their cap.
If I saw this, I would not think that this was a official tournament match at the moment. It feels like a couple of scrimmers just having fun.
That,
in a pub.
That is fair. It looks like big shatter comes through. They didn't hit anybody. You know, I don't ever put this guy in Reinhardt again. Oh,
it's actually insane to see how lethal Splice can be with the charges, but so unthreatening to chat.
That is an interesting study. Lobby is going to be flanking on this Torbjorn here. They didn't get any kills, however, so nobody's going to be coming out of spawn. UMass is able to hold it, so maybe they're able to get this point. They just need to win like one more fight here. We'll see.
If this fight ends up being a loss for UMass, that might just be it for the game.
Oh yeah, most definitely. If UMass can't win this fight, then it's over for them, and we're going to be finished with 27 minutes into our first game. So we're going to see what happens here. We have the High Noon online for the side of UMass with Tim the Blade and the bomb. High Noon's going to be popped out here. Not going to be able to find anything of much value. Maybe top of this Grind Shield. Going to be taken out for the Oblivion stick. He's onto the Slice. The Blade is going to come through from Celesta. He's not going to be able to get the pin here. Oblivion is going to be able to go for Wu Yang here. And now it's able to Kiriko dip. And it looks like Splice is just swinging his hammer all around. Going to be able to get the bash onto the Diva. And it looks like NC State is going to be able to take this 3-0.
Yeah, and honestly, for how small and compact that point is, the Reinhammer can actually be a really big threat. but that does end up wrapping up that game, that match, and the set for NC State.
Yeah, pretty solid, pretty convincing showing from NC State. Even though they were having a little bit of fun with it in the second map, they still did pretty good in the beginning parts with Lijiang especially. So we will be able to see them again at 10 o'clock. For right now, though, I think we're going to be good for... Well, I think it's first to two, so this match is over. This is done. We are going to be seeing NC State. I'm pretty sure they're undefeated in NACE right now. I'll be honest with you. So it's quite impressive to be seeing that. Maybe the next match will be closer. I haven't looked at who it is. I think it is Florida Atlantic, if
I
I
believe
remember.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is Florida Atlantic. So we're going to be seeing that one coming up next at 10 o'clock. We're just going to end the stream really quickly. And we will be back at 10, so don't go anywhere. Well, I mean, go somewhere. You got an hour and a
Yeah.
half, but
Enjoy a little bit of
enjoy a little bit of time. But that's going to be it for us for right now. But we will be back at 10 o'clock.
Yes, we will.